Hi everybody. In the previous video, we were discussing about payback period method. In this video, we are going to discuss about accounting rate of return. This method is also called as financial statement method or unadjusted rate of return method. Accounting rate of return has two variations. One is return on investment and the other is average rate of return. Return on investment, we call it as ROI. When initial investment is taken into account for calculation, then it is called as ROI. And return on investment is calculated using the formula OS minus NI by N divided by NI into 100. Here, OS is the operating saving, NI is the initial investment, N is the economic life of the machine. And the second method in internal average rate of accounting rate of return is average rate of return ARR. ARR is considered when average investment is taken for calculation, then it is called ARR. In this method, expected earnings from an investment over the all life of an asset is taken into considered. This is known as accounting rate of return method for the reason that here the account concept of profit, that is profit after depreciation and after tax, rather than cash inflow is taken into account. It is calculated using the formula OS minus NI by N divided by NI by 2 into 100. Here OS is same as return on investment. It is the operating saving. NI is the initial investment. N is the economic life of the machine. NI by N is the depreciation. NI by 2 is the average investment. In this method, various projects are ranked on the basis of a rate of return, and the one with highest rate of return is accepted. And let us see some other aspects relating to accounting rate of return. The calculation of average investment is, that is N1 by NI by 2, is calculated using the formula initial investment plus installation charges minus scrap value divided by 2 plus working capital plus scrap. And the following points should be noted down while calculating. Since profit after tax is taken for calculation of ARR and ROI, we have to deduct the amount of depreciation from operating savings. That is why we have used the formula OS minus NI by N. In other words, we can simply say that OS minus NI by N minus profit after tax. If profit after tax is given in the question, there is no need to deduct the depreciation. The profit after tax amount should be used directly as OS minus NI by N. The profit after tax or OS should be averaged for calculations. So these are some of the points should be taken into account while calculating accounting rate of return. Let us see what is the decision criteria for accounting rate of return. In case of many projects, a project with higher ARR or NOI will be selected. In case of only one project, it would be selected if it earns more than company's predetermined required rate of return. So these are the two decision criteria for calculating accounting rate of return. So if there are many projects, a project with higher accounting rate of return is selected, and if there is only one project, then it would be selected if a project earns more than company's predetermined required rate of return. Let us see some of the advantages of accounting rate of return. Some of the advantages of accounting rate of return include: it is very simple and easy to calculate, and it takes into account all the savings over the entire period of investment. It is based on accounting profit rather than cash inflow. Accounting profit can be easily obtained from financial statements. It measures the benefit in percentage, which makes it easier to compare with other projects. This method helps to distinguish between projects where the timing of saving is approximately the same. These are some of the advantages of accounting rate of return. It is simple and easy to calculate. It takes into account all the savings over the period of investment. It is based on accounting profit rather than cash inflow. It measures the benefit in percentage, which is easier to compare. It helps to distinguish between projects. Then let us see some of the disadvantages of accounting rate of return. This method ignores the time value of money. Like payback period, this method also ignores the risk factor. This method is based on accounting profits rather than cash flows. In order to maximize the wealth of shareholders, cash flow should be taken for calculations. This method ignores the size of investment. Sometimes ARR, accounting rate of return, may be the same for different projects, but some of them may involve huge cash flows. These are some of the disadvantages of accounting rate of return. This method ignores the time value of money. It ignores the risk factor. It is based on accounting profit rather than cash flows. It ignores the size of investment. These are the disadvantages of ARR. Friends, in this video, we were discussing about accounting rate of return. Accounting rate of return has two variations: return on investment ROI and average rate of return. And we have discussed about the decision criteria, some of the advantages and disadvantages of accounting rate of return. This is all about this video. Hope you have got a basic idea on accounting rate of return. Thank you all for listening to me.